Mercedes-AMG Interview Lounge.
Bring me Josh Groban.
Hello.
Please welcome.
Live from the Mercedes-Benz Interview Lounge. Elvis Duran in the Morning Show.
Hi. How are you? Nice to see you.
Oh, Josh, we have a new addition to the show.
Banana.
Please meet Gandhi.
Hi, Gandhi. Yeah, nice to see you again.
We met.
We met.
Yes.
Where'd you meet?
When he came in
When I came
like
last
a
time.
year ago.
Yeah.
It was right after I started.
Not that new.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah.
When you're my age, you just have no memory.
Can you believe it's been a year already?
Gosh.
Just blink.
I know.
Yeah. I'm so delighted to see you. Good morning, people.
I love the word delighted.
I'm delighted.
Delighted.
That's the caffeine talking. I use my big morning words.
Lies, and more lies. So this thing you're doing at Radio City is...
Yeah.
So I say it's a casual residency.
Yeah.
Meaning when they have an open night.
I'll be in a suit. I mean, I'm going to dress up. It'll have a production value and all that stuff.
Well,
yeah.
It always does. And
It'll be worth your money.
Yeah. There, it'll look real nice, Elvis.
Well, no, it's not like you're it's all over the calendar. It's you
Bermuda shorts and a stool.
Yes.
It'll just be yes. No, it's. I know exactly what you're saying. I'm so thrilled to have this opportunity because they came to us and at first kind of said, would you just like to do some shows at Radio City?
Right.
And I thought to myself, well, I'm officially kind of off tour now. I've been touring for the whole last year. And I thought this, it's been such a good luck spot for me. It's the first place I ever played when I played New York City. And since then, I've been able to come back there and do, all kinds of zany things. Did the Tonys there and all kinds of stuff. So I thought, let's take the space and let's kind of make a show of, whatever.
So like Josh and guests.
It'll be a lot of friends, some duets I've always wanted to do, maybe some interviews, maybe some pre-taped stuff, interaction with the audience, special requests. It's going to be the kind of thing where my favorite moments when I'm actually on my tour are when things totally go off the beaten track.
Well, see, that's the thing, and this is why we like doing this show. It's really more spontaneity than anything. It's unplanned, chaotic,
totally
fun.
It's like a variety show.
You have your tent poles of the things you want to do. I know where the confetti is going to go, but between the confetti and the other confetti, there's going to be two confettis. There's all kinds of ways to have fun up there and explore new songs. I mean, I'm making a new album at the same time, so it's going to be also a great place to try out new songs, to sing stuff that I've never done before, and to use this iconic venue to just kind of have a playground in this extraordinary city that is so amazing to sing in.
Well, two things, and we'll get to the iconic Radio City Music Hall comment in a second. But first of all, in order to go onto a stage in New York City, especially Radio City, and say, well, we're going to have a few things planned, but then just throw the confetti up and wherever it falls, it'll be great. You really have to have a lot of confidence in yourself as a performer to get up there and just go, let's have fun.
Well,
yes,
I mean,
yes.
I think that I always dig a hole for myself, and then I have to climb out of that hole.
But that's the fun part.
Yeah, that's the fun part. It is scary. I wouldn't say there's a huge amount of confidence. I am my own worst critic the entire process until finally it just seems to click into place. When we did the Tonys, it was the same way. We had this kind of runway to get some stuff ready, and then it all clicks in like the 3 days before you go on stage. You find out what you want to do. But yeah, I think that I've learned in the last 20 years of touring now. I wouldn't have said this was a show I wanted to do when I first started my career. I would have said absolutely not. I want everything to be planned within an inch of its life. But that spontaneity is a muscle, and you do it more and more, and you realize that you have the opportunity to create something in the room, that weird magic energy that is an addiction. When you finally find a way to create that buzz in a crowd, you want to do it over and over and over.
You
again.
do,
yeah,
you
it's
do.
Really fun.
But being spontaneous and like I said earlier, trusting yourself.
Yeah,
it's the best way to go, because sometimes it's good, sometimes it's okay.
Yeah,
but you take your chances. The payoff is always great.
It is.
I need to hear some Josh Groban.
What
do we have? What do we have? I need some new music.
My new hit remix of "My Ding-a-Ling" is.
That's a great song.
Great song.
My dad plays it in the car.
Oh my!
No, I mean, it is a song by Chuck. Who did it? Chuck Berry.
I think it was Chuck Berry. Yeah,
wasn't it?
Was it really about his penis?
My Ding-a-Ling.
I think it was
about a toy.
Yeah, or
something
like that. I'm gonna look up the lyrics.
Gandhi.
Was it a girl? I thought it was about a girl.
Hold on. Gandhi, look up My Ding-a-Ling.
It is about a cute little toy.
A toy.
When I was a little bitty boy, my grandmother bought me a cute little toy.
That's right.
Yeah. Silver bells hanging on a string. She told me it was my ding-a-ling.
Oh, hold on. All right, so
that's my new Christmas song.
Oh my God! He actually says I want you to play with my ding-a-ling.
That's right. Yes, he did.
I was a little bitty boy.
Yeah.
My grandmother bought me a cute little toy. Silver bells hanging on a string.
Everybody.
She told me it was my ding-a-ling-a-ling.
Oh, look at Uncle Johnny knows all the words.
My manager is going to kill me that's the song of mine I requested.
I'm sorry, what's that? What?
Josh, do you want a banana surprise cocktail?
Now, do you know Uncle Johnny?
Hi, Uncle Johnny. Nice to see you.
Uncle Johnny, he's old. He's old and he's gay and he wears a toupee.
Oh, wonderful. Yes. Bless you, sir.
No,
Bless you.
But these are the drinks this morning.
Okay, Johnny, let me be your manager. You got to let me speak.
Okay.
I got to get my 10% here. Now you're saying, Josh, when you do your residency at Radio City Music Hall, you're going to have guests come by.
Yeah.
Surprise. We want to book Uncle Johnny as a. It's not funny. You know what he can as a performer with an orchestra on your stage.
You want to come up and play with the orchestra?
Well, no. Do you want him to audition for you?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd be happy to.
Okay, listen.
Of course. We're taking all kinds of auditions.
You ready? Johnny, this is your audition for Josh Groban.
Oh, fantastic.
Here we go.
I see trees of green, red roses too.
He's your guy.
It's uncanny.
I see them bloom for me and for you. And I think to myself,
Take it home.
what a wonderful while.
Come on, you got to get him on.
Oh, yes,
the
I really do.
how can I say no to that? That's fantastic. You're in.
I see skies of blue.
All right, Uncle John.
No, you're in. You're in. You're in. Boy, is that the banana surprise? Is that the banana is in the food? The surprise was this beautiful performance. I've got tears in my eyes.
Banana Surprise was the nickname that Merv Griffin gave him when he dated him.
Anyway, now.
Uncle Johnny.
Is that how you'd like me to introduce you on
Uncle
stage?
Johnny, he's done cocaine with Liza Minnelli. I mean, he's done it all.
Wow.
But anyway, but that's the thing. You have surprise guests stopping by. I mean, are you starting to think about the people you want to come
Oh, absolutely. My texting's been fast and furious lately. Yeah.
Well, I'll give you Uncle Johnny's number.
Uncle Johnny, come by. Anytime you want to stop by. If you want to come up and have a chat, come on
You
by.
can't just casually.
Yes, I can.
Radio City.
It's my show. It's casual, remember?
That's right. My favorite days, Nicki Minaj was in here sitting in the same seat, and Uncle Johnny saying that to her, and she started texting friends. She was like, I don't know what this is.
And then she gave you side eye.
Oh, okay, so the other thing I wanted to get back to was the legendary Radio City Music Hall.
Yeah.
Now, look, I've been going there since I was a kid.
Yeah.
And when you walk into this place, you can feel the ghosts of the most amazing performances in the history of New York City.
Truly.
And
Yeah.
so to have it as yours, as your playground,
Well,
whenever you want it, I think it's kind of fabulous.
It is an extraordinary venue. It has that history. Technically, it's an incredible venue. It has a huge hydraulic lift. So, like, one of the amazing things about Radio City is that, like, the entire floor can go up and down. And it's just one of those places that, if given the opportunity, you can make all kinds of things. Maybe I'll have the audience ride the hydraulic. That would be fun. Have them come up.
That sounds filthy.
Raise your hand if you want to ride the hydraulic, and then
pick me, Daddy.
Yeah.
I'd like to go first, though.
You have to be this high to ride this ride.
No, Gandhi's pretty high.
Banana surprise on the hydraulic. That'll be.
I do know from a lot of friends who've worked there. I mean, there are ghosts rolling around in there.
Well, I know what my Halloween show is going to be all about. That's epic, fantastic. It'll all just be with the what is it, the goggles they wear, the night
Virtual
vision
reality
goggles,
vision, yeah.
and those hypersensitive microphones where those ghost shows. By the way, all they do is just scare each other. Have you noticed that?
Yes.
What was that? We'll be back after these messages.
Is that your guilty pleasure to watch when you're at home alone?
Yeah, I watch the ghost shows and then I watch 90 Day Fiancé.
Both great.
They're
both
great.
great.
They're very
Do you
good.
watch the Kardashians?
I mean, I dabble.
Okay, good.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
You know me.
If it's on, I'm not going to turn it off. You know.
I'm a below deck guy.
Oh, Below Deck is classic. Fantastic. You remember Dating Naked? You ever watch that one?
Yeah.
That was
So bold.
Wait.
Alone and Afraid or something, right?
You were on
And
Dating
also,
Naked.
by the way, please support your PBS stations.
I remember when we first met you.
Yeah.
Because your music and your voice was always just really hit my nerves in a good way.
Yeah.
I mean, you're just amazing at
Well,
what
you're
you
very
do.
sweet. You've been so kind at having me on all these years. I mean, truly, I'm a ratings disaster for you this morning.
No.
But I
realize how funny you are.
You've always had me on. You've always been so supportive of my voice and my kind of extracurricular activities when I've done Broadway and things like that. It's appreciated. It
Well,
really
you
is.
always have a home here. By the way, this is Josh Groban, if you're wondering what the hell is. Okay, you know what?
What is that?
When you were on with James Corden,
Yeah.
I can't believe you had the audacity to
What did I do?
Baby Shark.
I know.
But listen to do that.
Daddy Shark, do-do-do-do-do-do. Daddy Shark, do-do-do-do-do-do. Daddy Shark, do-do-do-do-do-do. Daddy Shark.
But I can't believe the only Josh Groban music we have is Baby Shark.
That's the most streams I've ever had on YouTube.
Stop it.
It's Baby. Anytime you covered Baby Shark, it's a whole other audience I didn't even realize I had.
Yeah, it is.
The under 5 crowd apparently is a lucrative.
Yeah.
It's a lucrative market.
They have mom and dad's money.
They got those iPads. They're just clicking away.
How nice is James Corden?
It's super nice.
I've always wanted to meet him.
He's really, really nice. He's got a great team there too. I mean, you go over there and it's they always come up with fun things for you to do. You know.
Yeah.
So I can see your show at Radio City being kind of like that, just fun segments, and then you sing a song that makes us cry,
Yes.
and then
there's going to be laughs, there's going to be tears. I want it to be really fun. The first one's on Valentine's Day, so there's all kinds of opportunities to have romantic shenanigans, a proposal or two.
I've never heard anyone use the words romantic and shenanigans.
Well,
in the
put it on the
sentence.
marquee.
Maybe a gender reveal.
Oh sure,
Mix it up.
Oh sure.
Hey, when are you going to get married and have kids? Go. Go.
I don't know.
Do you want them? Do you want
I do.
kids?
Yeah, absolutely. I do. I'm a dog parent currently.
What do you
and
have?
I have a Wheaten Terrier.
Oh, they're so full of energy.
They really are. Yes, he's 15 though. So
Schnauzers are terriers. Where's Max?
Yeah. No, Max has been. And in your dressing room there are the paintings of Max. I get it because my dog is also very much alive, and yet my home is a shrine.
It is.
To his memory.
People see the Max shrine and they assume he's dead.
Yeah, exactly.
Right now. He's at home licking himself right now. And of everyone you've performed with on stage live, because I love your live stuff, Josh.
Thanks.
Was there ever a performance that blew you away and you still think about it today as your favorite performance with another performer?
Of a duet?
Yeah.
Aretha Franklin.
Ooh, talk about that.
Yeah.
Where was that?
It was at Radio City Music Hall.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a concert for Nelson Mandela and his charity, and she wanted to sing "You Raise Me Up," so we rehearsed it. And the thing about, she was just such an extraordinary musician too. She would sit down at the piano and she would just riff, and we all knew her for her incredible vocal instrument, but. And she was just so kind. We went to her dressing room. We rehearsed the song, but then you realize when you're singing with Aretha Franklin that, when the mic goes up to her mouth, it's time to shut up and just go along with whatever she's going to do. And
did you sort of lose your place in the world when she was singing on stage next to you?
Just so often you're just so in the middle of it when you're in the vortex of the duet when you're singing, and that was one of those moments where I really told myself in the moment while she was singing, just listen, just be a fan and stand up here and be a fan and just listen. And then when you have to sing, you'll sing. But that was one that stuck out to me. Both the reason we were singing and also just being able to do that with her was something I'll never forget.
Josh, I think my favorite album of yours it was a live album, live in Boston, I believe.
Didn't do a live album in Boston.
Yes, you did.
I mean, I could have. It's been a long and storied career.
It was you doing. It was a live.
I did one at the Greek Theater in Los Angeles, and then did one at the Garden this year.
Yeah. Maybe it wasn't you.
I mean, there was.
But someone nailed it.
I mean, Boston's a great city.
You sang. I think you sang with Sting, and you sang with.
Oh my goodness! Well, yes, I was a guest. Yes, at Symphony Hall in Boston with Chris Bodie.
Yes,
you're right. As always. Yeah.
As always.
Yeah.
Now, what do you think of Michael Bublé? Do you ever want to get into a fist fight with him?
No,
he's a sweetheart.
Michael, he's a sweetheart. He's a super nice guy.
That would be awesome.
I just don't trust those Canadians.
Celebrity deathmatch.
You think there's something behind the Canadian niceness?
There's something there.
Well, they're super into hockey, so they get their aggression out on the ice, and then.
He's a great guy. Now, have you performed with Bublé before?
We did a thing together. We've done some stuff together at charity events and whatnot. And of course, we both have David Foster in common, so we would just constantly run into each other. But then he had a PBS special where he was kind of ribbing me every night on tour, and he was kind of doing an imitation of me.
Right.
So I snuck into the Wiltern Theater and I just surprised him on stage, and he dropped his
That's
mic.
cool.
When he was here, we were talking about his Christmas special. Remember he had
Oh,
that
yeah,
Christmas
yeah,
special?
sure.
So I said to him, "Are you going to do it again?" And he said, Not ever. He said, you know how hard it was? I had to do all the work. I had to call all the people and get them on the show. He goes,
Yeah.
I'm never doing that again.
So you're saying there's an opening?
Yeah.
The last time he came, the last time Bublé was here, he said he was never coming back because remember I unzipped his pants with my teeth.
Well,
remember
yeah.
that?
Oh,
It was just quite a day.
I wear button fly, so that's my.
Make them work for it.
Okay,
I make him work for it.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
I gotta play some Josh.
Talk to him more next.
Oh, shut up! Let me play what I want. This is my show.
Let's take a break.
My name
It's
is
casual.
on the wall.
Yeah.
It's a
He comes in anytime he wants.
Pretend this is Radio City.
Ooh.
Let me do what I want to do.
Can we do the hydraulic on these chairs?
Yeah,
Wow.
All right, we'll take a break because Straight Nate said we have to. This is my residency here.
Oh.
Get it.
Look at Gandhi.
Damn.
Gandhi's been here a year and she's so looking for another job.
No, you guys are stuck with me.
All right, let's take a break. I want to come back and play some Josh. May we do that?
Did you say play with Josh?
Yeah,
you.
no.
Oh.
No, I'm going to play some Josh. We remind you, tickets go on sale at 10 o'clock this morning.
Yeah, today's the day.
For, I guess, the very first show at Radio City.
Both shows. The one on Valentine's Day and then April 18th. They both go on sale.
Okay, we have two shows going on sale today, but he's going to be there for the next 50 years. he will still be performing as a ghost at Radio City after he croaks.
The cockroach of, you'll never die.
You'll never die. When my father passed away several years ago, a guy sang at his funeral the song from Les Mis, Let Him Sleep.
Bring Him Home?
Bring Him Home. Mm-hmm. And I posted that online, and you actually commented on it. You said, oh, my God, I get it. Great song. And then not long after that, I heard you recorded it, and it was one of my favorite
Well,
versions.
I recorded off, I did a musical theater album. That was the song that I did on that album, and those songs are so iconic. They're so classic. As a singer, the first thing I think to myself is, why would I add another version to the canon of these songs? And then you get these amazing arrangements, and you just say, yes, I want to sing this. But Bring Him Home is gorgeous. I love Les Mis. I've loved Les Mis since I was a kid. And, that song we just did with a piano and vocal. We just did it was basically one take. It's so beautiful. It's so powerful. It's impossible not to get emotion.
I didn't even know that was my dad's favorite song, but I know that my mom
was it his favorite?
Yeah, they came to New York and saw Les Mis.
Yeah.
But I didn't know him. I was saying in the book that I didn't really get to know my parents until after they passed away, and it's because then you remember all the things that happened, the things they said that you just filed away. So
music can be such an incredible catalyst to learn those things and to figure it out. I'm constantly surprised, going back into the history of my family tree and learning about the music that was loved by people I never got to know, and what was popular to them, and some of them played instruments and some of them taught music, and it's an incredible thing to have to kind of connect those dots with people that meant something to you.
I'm glad you come in to see us. This is another thing I love about our show is we have artists who do all sorts of types of music come in because it's about the artist and not the genre. Why do we corral music in these little bitty compartments? Music is music.
But it's you, Elvis. Not everybody would do that. I mean, especially in radio. I mean, the fact that you have the wherewithal to break outside the box and to invite artists of all different worlds to come and talk to you we don't take it for granted, and your listeners don't take it for granted. And
I'm the box breaker.
You're the box breaker. Darn it!
That's what they called it in high school.
No, they didn't.
Oh, sorry.
No, they didn't. He was never called that one time.
Okay, so I do want to play a song as we end our time with Josh Groban. A reminder again: tickets for his first two of many shows that will be sold out at Radio City Music Hall here in New York. They go on sale this morning at 10 o'clock. Make sure you support Josh. If you don't live in New York, you come to New York and you have to visit Radio City, so you might as well visit it on a night Josh is performing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Come on and see us. Tell them Elvis sent you. Yeah.
That is so creepy how you said that.
Come on out and see us.
Starting with Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
It's Josh Groban's Great Big Radio City.
No pressure.
Have you EGOT'd yet?
I'm EGOT adjacent. I've been nominated for everything. Nothing on my shelf so far. Just dust and paintings of my dog.
That's better than some.
I agree.
We leave you with the song River, which is so appropriate because yesterday was World Mental Health Awareness Day.
Yeah.
And so tell me about River.
I talk about this song on stage, and we all want to put our best foot forward in the public eye. We live in an Instagram universe where we want to have the best filter and show everybody how incredible things are. And everybody has light and dark. There isn't a single moment that I have of inspiration that doesn't come from a maze of demons to get to that place. I've had my own battles with anxiety and depression growing up, and sometimes music can be very therapeutic, both when you're listening and when you're creating the music. This is a song that I wrote about kind of just having the bravery to take those steps to where the light is, to where the love is, and to have the courage to reach out your hand. Because depression makes you think that you don't need to. Depression makes you think that there's nothing out there, there's no reason to talk to anybody, to take those steps. And sometimes you need to be reminded. So this song was a reminder to me, and it's been incredible. The people that have come up to me and said that it's been a reminder for them as well. And
Josh,
you're not alone.
You are not alone.
Yep.
You're the best. Thank you for coming to see
Elvis,
us.
you're the best. And
you're the best.
Thank you to your whole family here at
Love
Morning
you,
Zoo for having me
Josh.
here. I love you guys. Thanks for having me.